guys, welcome back to another quick news video. I was thinking of changing this to be different from the discussion series, but who cares at this point? Maybe one day I will. Actually, I might do it for this, who knows? But, don't know what we're going to Twitter. Pretty much, some things have come up. We're going to quickly take a Yuga news, then we're going to jump straight into patch news. I wish John was here, he's taking a nap, and I have no alternative because Gilfie's doing his exams right now. I'm also hoping Michael Patrick doesn't, or anyone comes in here and interrupts me right now. So anyway, let's get this out of the way. Let's begin with the fact that Shaddoll Structure Deck has been announced, and that's about it. It does have its TCG date announced. And don't worry, it's not going to be like Penalty Revolution where they're going to split up into a fucking side box for some reason. Give it. Uh, so, anyway, Rebirth of Shaddoll, that's the name of the structure deck. I mean, you can't hear people talking. It's crystal. There we go. Much better. So we actually got two cards, I believe. Yep. Hi, Uncle Patrick. It's polite. Anyway, we got two cards. There's technically three, but the third one is just a alt art. So yeah, I hope all you goddamn Shaddoll players like this because it's kind of disappointing this sport. May there be more, we'll see. So the first one is El Shaddoll Apocalone? I believe this is the doctrine of the Necrozes. The question is, why is there dark? For level 6, has pretty good stats, again, is a fusion. The thing is, you do need two Shaddoll monsters of different attributes. So, in other words, if you're not running this, you're gonna have to use up one of your own fusion monsters for this, or you're gonna have to be running one of those Shaddoll cards. I have some experience with Shaddolls, but not a lot, so I don't exactly remember their cards. Oh, phlegm. Let's see. Outside the new Shaddoll card, Shaddoll Fusion. So, yeah, again, if, for example, you're playing this as a pure Shaddoll deck, you're gonna have to be running the Equip Fusion, the field spell. If you're like me, you just like running gimmicky field spells for no reason. Or you have to run here, Shaddoll Core. Really, those are the only two that will let you pretty much summon this at this point. Considering that if you don't want to run this thing, and we'll get to that thing. Anyway, the effects aren't that bad, so when it's Persona, you can tug a face up card, negate it permanently. You can't be destroyed by battle, pretty good. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a one Shaddoll card from your deck or graveyard to your hand, then discard a card. Yes, you get the recover card or rota card, but you're still losing a card from hand. And this is only when it's sent from graveyard, so yeah, again, if it's destroyed by card effect, or you sent it there for a fusion or a blink summon. It's not bad. I guess the card art's nice. I do like the Shaddoll fusion card art, but it does say I really is the Doctor Necros because Ariel's Necros because this no, it can't be Gishi's. Yeah, anyway, so the main monster is the new main deck monster is Null Shaddoll Ariel. And the question is, I don't know if that's the Necros version or not, because Dual Terminal Law is confusing for me. I really wish I had Ethan here for this. It is the Gishi variant, although that doesn't make sense in a timeline sense, to be honest. Wait. Wait, I can't remember if Shadolls come after Necros, because I know Gishis then adopt the Ice Parry stuff, and they become Necros. Because they also take on some of the stuff from Justice, but then I don't know Dual Terminal Law. I'm gonna have to ask Ethan about that later. Okay, so this is a it has the same stats as one the Ariel's. Which one? Never mind. No, I'm just gonna do this Gishi version of Ariel. So you can. So it's a water psychic. Da, da, da. The thing is, it is a water, not a dark like all the other main deck shadows. So running a lure now, if you're running this, is a lot more risky. I kind of wish I just kept it in the dark, but here we are. So flip summon it has a flip effect. So this pretty much when it's flip summoned, you can target one banished Shaddoll monster. Special summon it in either face up or face down defense position. Okay, sure, but if this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, so let's say it gets destroyed, or you discarded it, or you've used it for a fusion summon, you can target up to 3 cards in your graveyard, banish them. Why do you want to lose resources? Because the only way, as far as I can tell with Shadolls, the only way to recover it so far is with this effect. And of course, outside support you probably don't want to run. Like, Shadolls are fully focused on graveyard play. Yeah, see, graveyard, 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 graveyard. Why suddenly banish things from the graveyard? There's no way for the deck to recover them. No, outside of that area. Da da da. See, this one descends. That's the stun. Like, as far as I can tell, Shadow's was a very popular stun strategy, with most of their cards being very stun focused. With a lot of recovery and special ability, it just seems retarded, I guess is the best way. I'm sorry if I offended someone like that, but yeah. Anyway, they do confirm there is a construct reaper in here with actually quite nice splat art. Actually, I think I prefer this version over the other one. But again, I'm not really a Shaddoll player. Like, I only like that Ritual Beast Shaddoll one. You know, El Windigo. Although El Winder technically could go in there, but this version of Winder is before she joins Ritual Beast, before she becomes a Spiritual Beast Tamer. Because, yeah, things happen. Like, yeah, no, I think I prefer this version. But anyway, I believe this is the release date, or is it just confirmation? There you go. We're getting it in February next year. Is there gonna be any promises of newer cards outside the ones they kind of revealed? Okay, new, non-dark Shadolls. Note the fact there's an S. That might be good. Oh, here's Googie. That's, we're gonna have to talk to that later. And new artwork for El Shadow. You can also add, of course, the pushing dual devastators, which makes sense. And of course, they're trying to push the fact that there's 49 cards in this set. I really hope there's gonna be more main decks. Maybe ones that synergize with that null effect, but who fucking knows? Oh god, I kind of want to see what's this. So this is the WCS Shop Qualifier prize cards. Oh, so these are replicas of the prize cards. Okay then. I don't really play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh anyway. In November I'm planning to do so. Oh, anyway, um, new league patches out. We're going to talk about that now. Da da da. I only briefly went through this. Uh, let's just get through this quickly because I need some water, and my water's close to the other bedside. But actually, I can probably, if I can, yeah, you know. All right, so Garant E got nerfed, damage per spin. Nerf, which is necessary because after that rework last patch, Gavin and Shaco apparently just shot up straight into S tier, especially with Shaco's insanely good early level 1 clear with boxes. So yeah, it's quite a minor nerf, but yeah. All they did is really just change the base damage per spin scaling with rank. It's nothing major, but I feel like it's definitely gonna be a bit of an impact there. And then Kane has been boosted, really just putting more emphasis on pretty much Vasa's damage. So, because let's be honest, Vasa is the one most people tend to use. Because really, if they have a rebalance comp where they got their tanks, their squishies, you still gonna pick Vast into that just so for the CC. You rarely pick Kane unless the whole team comp is merely squishy. So yeah, just yeah, again, minor buffs, but minor buffs does tend to Cataclysm. They also slightly nerfed his damage on monsters, and this is the Q. So I don't know if this affects Kane's ability to do solo level 1 clear Raptors or not. I'm gonna have to go test out later, and I don't know. You guys can test out yourself. Kog'Maw got buffed. Yep, just rounding out some numbers really, round out numbers and minor increases. I don't really play Kog'Maw, I rarely see Kog'Maws, so I don't really have an opinion on Kog'Maws. So I don't know, you can tell me in the description. Lulu, I mean, effectively one tricking Lulu at this point in ranked, so this is, it's minor, yes, but it really just puts emphasis into a mid game. Because I believe most people go QWE. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, QEW. Yeah, that's the right one. But if you're me, you go WEQ because you'd rather be a dick and then have polymorph last longer to confirm kills. The point is, if you're Lulu, you're probably going to be maxing E second, most of the time. So just having this bit more stronger, yeah, it's pretty good. Keep in mind that damage is only if you cast E on an enemy, which you rarely do, unless you misclick. Yeah, obviously you want True Sight, but that's very rare as well. You really want to give your E to your ally, specifically your ADC, because then they get the Pix buff from Lulu and do additionally a lot more damage on top of that. Maokai buffs, yay! I recently started playing a lot of Maokai after I kept getting him in ARAM. I really like Maokai, but I was kind of being put off by the fact he's really kind of weak in top and jungle. These buffs really just kind of put him up there. Probably nothing major, really, because all they did was give him 60 mana on W at all costs. Doesn't scale upwards. And increase damage straight up early and awful lot, and root generation if you somehow land it. Like, legitimately, I swear God, that ult is actually kind of useless. I understand why people don't like it. Here's a buff. Double strike now procs. Probably well applies Rage Blade. So that's a buff to Rage Blade use. Yep. Pike nerfs. I'm so glad to see these Pike nerfs, but I'm still not gonna stop him. I'm still not gonna stop banning him because I fucking hate Pike. Resetting execute assassins. Yeah, no, they can go fuck off. Shaco, all they did was hit his W. And Sona Koi the life changes. Please note the fact that they refer to her as an adult woman, as compared to the last patch, they refer to them as their baby girl. It's a continuation of a joke, I don't like it. All the V did was change the third tick, which was originally purple, to change colour based on the current active aura. So now, instead of being purple, it can be purple, green, or blue. I still see no use in the resource bar, but hey, it's there. Passive bug fix. I didn't know there was a bug. Sona's bees no longer fail to generate a passive power chord stack immediately after an empowered attack. Was that a problem? I've been playing some Sona event myself when I feel like I can get away with it, but okay. But yeah, I still see no use for the resource bar, but hey, if it helps you, it helps you. I personally can just look at my Sona model and go, hey, look, I got this pass up now. Or really, at this point, I can just go, alright, my passive should be up now, and then boom. I play a lot of Sona Sharp. Victor buffs didn't really. Victor React didn't really work out well, so they're buffing him. I kind of like that. I like Victor mid. I play Victor mid when I feel like it. This is quite good. So, but again, they put emphasis on the Q, less over his E. So really, they're trying to put a focus on Klepto Victor right now. Even though there's changes in the PB that absolutely ruin Klepto, but let's move on. So Warwick, pretty much they're giving Warwick better scaling into late, I believe, for this. So pretty much the buffing Q, his Q, max health scaling, and they buff W. Here's the thing, you still want to go WQ, because W is the bonus attack speed and speeds up be clear. Q is just really just there to do damage. You always want to max W anyway. I'm saying that as a Mastery 5 Warwick. So yeah, that's really all the buffs. They did a bunch of bug fixes. And they will be focusing on that because they, yet again, during the 10th anniversary, they were like, hey players, come at us with your bugs and we'll fix them. Yeah. There's some bugs I wish they would never fix. Like, never ever fix. Like, running Zac. Running Malphite. Running backwards Kiana. I really don't want them to fix those, like, ever. And here's the skins. Keep in mind, you will get anniversary if you just keep logging in for 10 or 11 days. Not sure of that confirmed yet. Overall, this patch, nothing major, nothing really major. Next patch, we should be getting Senna. Senna isn't out on the PB yet, but they again promised. They said they'll come out around the 29th. Wait, yet again, they also said she will be, her gameplay will be shown off during the second day of quarterfinals. So that's 27th. So 27th they'll show it off, and then I believe she comes out on the PvE around the 29th. Yep, there you go. And then probably around then they'll show off true damage. You know, in time for semi-finals. You know, true damage. I think that's been leaked and is all over Reddit. Yeah. Let me go find it just in case you people don't know it. Don't know the lineup yet because it's not on PB yet. So I really want to talk about it now though, because it's been massively fucking leaked all over the place. Let's begin with the controversy parts. Here's the T-shirt with true damage on it. Notice here that they have Echo, Kiana, Yasuo, Akali, and Senna. Where do we start? Let's start with the fact this is supposed to be Akali's old band before she joined KDA. His thing, what I've heard, everyone, including the Akali mates, are pretty angry that Akali's just getting skin spammed. Because, as they see it, it's kind of stuff in the face that they keep trying to nerf Akali, but at the same time keep trying to release new skins for Akali at the same time. But, yet again, annoying the Akali thing, I don't really like the looks of this. Like, from what I can tell, this is supposed to be more like a American techno band. Like, if Pentakill is heavy metal and KDA is K-pop, this is American techno for sure. But yeah, I'm probably gonna listen to their music. Like, I like True Dash, I like KDA. I was just really hoping they would announce like Senna to be part of KDA. Like, sure, it doesn't make sense, but did they really come out of True Damage? they could have just went, hey, Senna is the 5th KDA member, which makes sense, because KDA so far covers all the roles, except support. So, because if we look at KDA here, Akali's the mid laner, Kai'Sa's the ADC, Kai can flex into top, and Evelyn's the jungler. Senna being a support marksman, would perfectly fit into KDA. Why make true damage? I don't know. I just don't know. And then they could have used Senna's addition into KDA. They could have a new excuse to come out with a new single and also an album. But again, people think, well, if they do this, we can have a freeway battle with the bands for the next versus event next year. Which, let's be honest, if I did that, I would completely forgive them. But right now, I have to criticize them on this decision. With that said, let's criticize them on PvE changes. Okay, so Visor Elements is the official preseason. Next patch is going to be in preseason. They don't mention the rain skin yet, but since this is the start of PvE, I'm really hoping later in this PvE cycle they finally announce the rain skin. I'm slowly going insane trying to find out. In fact, I'm gonna just check Nexus right now. Not Nexus mods. Shit. League Nexus. Maybe that'll be better. No, it just. What? Why is there League of Legends Nexus mods? No, it isn't. Fuck. Baited. TFT. No, fuck my life. Ah. Welcome to my day life. Anyway, let's move on. So as the elemental Drake stuff we've already talked about, I believe. No, we haven't. Have we? No. Okay. Alright, so pretty much they want to go into the next season. They want to bring massive just changes to jungle in terms of how you play around with Drakes. So now Drakes change the map depending whatever is the newest Drake that was killed. That will influence the map. So Infernal Drakes burns out some bushes, burns out the mouths around Drake, I think. And it will also burn out gateways in jungle buffs. Okay? Good. Ocean Drake will just make honeyfoot spawn in each jungle quadrant and spawn a lot more bushes. So, yet again, there's I would like to call RNG buffs here. Like RNG focused buffs, but yet again, let's be honest, we'll get to that after we talk about the rest of the Drakes. Cloud Rift now will spawn just airflows throughout the jungle and Dragon Pit, speeding up champions. Pretty much speeding up jungle paths. And Mountain spawns terrain. Yeah, terrain. And closing tight spaces. So, something that I kinda liked already. Like, the thing is, with Drakes already, like, there was a little bit of RNG there, because, you know, with Infernal Drake buffed, that, buffed you straight up. Ocean let you stay on lane. Cloud was very useless on mostly just in terms of roaming. Mountain just helped split pushes. But Cloud Rift was already like a sort of what I would call an RNG buff for characters like Hecarim and Warlock who scale with movement speed. Also maybe even Rammus. Here's the thing, like, yeah, again, I would say the ocean stuff is now also a random RNG buff to assassins like Rengar and Kha'Zix. They're not major ones, but, you may get lucky. It's not a complaint, by the way. I'm just thought that was an interesting thing to bring up. It's absolutely pointless, but I just wanted to bring it up. So buffs, each dragon gives different buffs now in terms of opponent stacking buffs. So Infernal Might will give you a percentage increase, yet again, as per usual, the percentage increase to attack damage and ability power. Oceanic will generate a percentage of missing health every second, no longer mana. Keep that in mind. Cloudbringer, instead of giving you movement speed, gives you reduction specifically on your ultimate ability. Very interesting, in my opinion. Very, very interesting. And then Mountain will just give you a percentage increase in magic and magic resist, so it no longer helps you split push. This is the one I'm teeny bit concerned about. Like, because this, yeah, sure, it brings up Cloud Dragon on the same levels as the rest of Dragon. Same with like, because at this point, like Ocean is now would probably be considered the weakest now, because you probably don't get that health during battle. It's just now we have. Before it was like Ocean Dragon was useful if you wanted to sustain lanes. Like if you got Ocean Dragon, cool, you can just go for the sustained push during that. I just don't know. Also, there's elemental buff you gain if you kill the fourth elemental drake of that set. You get a powerful Dragon Soul from the dominant dragon, and Dragon Souls persist through death and last the remainder of the game. So if you mainly stacked Infernal Dragon Souls, you get your attack or damage spell casting and AoE, small AoE explosion dealing adaptive, which scale with your bonus attack ability and bonus health. So, it doesn't feel utterly useless on tanks. Ocean, so dealing any damage triggers a strong health and resource regeneration for 3 seconds, and damage to minions provide less regeneration. Cloud lets hitting any of the abilities attack lowers cooldowns of your base abilities, not your ult. Keep that in mind. And then Mountain, if you don't take damage for any 5 seconds, you get a shield that lasts until destroyed. The shield magnitude scales with bonus attack ability and health, so it's not absolutely useless on non-tanks. So in other words, what they're bringing to jungle is that we want to put a focus on objectives over ganks. As someone who doesn't really play jungle, I can't really comment on that. I'm really just going to be interested in that first 2 weeks of PvE and see what junglers think there. So I'm going to be a lot more interested in see what these changes bring in, especially since, I'm like a low silver player. Double check the recording, that's good. Elder Dragon. Elder Dragon has execute. I'm not a fan of this idea at all. I just don't. Well, let's not acknowledge it. Maybe they'll change it. Who knows? Starlane Agros has these little areas now. Really doing lane games more ability to be a lot more valuable. I don't really care. It's just another place I have to probably ward if it turns out to be abused. Who knows? And they're also putting bushes right next to river entrances where Tribush is, so where normally Tribushes is. They're putting a bush there. I don't know why, but they are. And yet again, probably another indirect buff to Vanguard and Kha'Zix. Mainly Kha'Zix, maybe. Who knows? It just gives it a lot more gank potential there, to be honest. And thank God they're changing the one-sidedness of red. So they're nerfing Raptors, they're nerfing Krug's value and buffing Grump. So now, if you're someone who benefits from blue, you're not forced to start fucking red when you don't get the start on blue side. That's good. I don't mind that. It balances out the jungle. Top lane influence. They're lowering the double the XP share, but they're increasing XP share. So XP, but they're decreasing XP share. So really, this slowly shifts focus away from bot to more to the solo lanes like mid and top. I think this will just help fuel the ADC mid meta we have right now. Because if you have been watching Worlds, you notice some teams opt to have their ADC carries play mages, while having their mid laners play ADCs like Tristana. We'll see. Supports, they're removing the need to invest your at least a total of 15 gold straight into your support item, rather you just spend 450 and you just finish the quest. They also changed moving coin to make up for that, mainly to fresh players who ran coin. Targon's execute effect now also works on ranged carries. So yeah. Also, as far as I can tell, because I'm moving coin, as far as I can tell, you buy the one support item, and depending on one of these 4 combination of stats, you'll get one of those passives. So you can't just be like, hey, I'm Sona, I'm gonna go get Targons, because it probably won't work that way. Who knows? I'm not sure. But yeah, I do kind of like this, because this like, means as a support, I can just kind of go, hey, I can just buy my support item and it will just eventually go towards, so that gold can go into anything else I need, which is usually a tier straight into Ardent. Um, so yeah, again, the also wants to remove the poaching rule. Pretty much, it will now punish consistent farming than accidentally stealing a CS minion. So yeah, this means Zara isn't gonna be punished if her plant suddenly just kills a minion because it's fucking dumbass retarded. Okay, they're putting a lot more focus on the fatty. So Dust Play stays the same, Ghost Play stays mostly the same. I believe the changes will come up more further down below this. We'll get to that. They're adding selling a old weapon as a fatty weapon, because that's what I heard from my friends. This is just an old weapon, and they're putting on a focus on split pushing. Edge of Night Spell Shield is no longer active, it's a passive effect, so it works like Banshee's Veil. And they're also looking into other lethality options there as well. They're removing Spirit Surgeon. Spirit Surgeon was apparently very unhealthy. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Conquerors has to be too effective, so they're never Conquerors. Here's the thing I want you to keep note. Cryptomancy has been commonly used as a way to generate lots of gold in an uneven matchup, like range versus melee top lane. We're pulling power out of farm gold off of the enemy pattern and pushing it towards early game Exile drops. I read this and I was like, cool. This means as a Sona, I can see a lot more mana pots, so I can stay on lane a lot more often. I don't really care if I lose out on that gold, I just want their early game Exile drops. Just keep that in mind. And Aftershock is getting its flat resistance lowered and buffing its power it gives to tankier champions. So this means Aftershock Lysandra is not really going to be your go-to option now against assassins, unfortunately. Well, it won't be as strong. Then some clarifications. I don't think I need to cover this. Yeah, this is one. Here's the thing I don't like. We previously announced Power Siphoned out of Gold Blocks into Osiris to weaken the farm my opponent can, especially against versus melee. Updated, Klepto has slightly been reworked into a Mastery of All Keystones playstyle. You can cycle between all the keystones. Their key is use them effectively and quickly for max value. As someone who loves Klepto Sona, this is not what I wanted. So gain a random keystone. Once it's used again, and you gain another after 7 seconds. So the ones they included is Lethal Tempo, useless on Klepto, Fleet. Let's see. Lethal Tempo, useless on Sona, Fleet Footwork. May come clutch. A is the only other option. Comment why? Phase Rush. I guess if you Q Alt O attack. Predator. Only if you have boots though. Predator. What the fuck? Electrocute yet again. Q O attack Alt. Hero Blades. Why? Gods of the Dying. Why? Glacial Augment. Eh? And Persuader Random. And Fountain Wukami. What we all you can't keystone. I don't like that. But anyway, oh yeah, here's another thing we can just talk about before we dunk on the Kleptomancy rework. Gain a burst of movement speed for 3 seconds after using your ult. So it's gonna work like Nimbus Cloak. Yeah, but I don't like this at all. If they introduce the Keystone idea as something that isn't kleptomancy, that would be nice. I wouldn't mind that. Like, like right now, what's the name of that fucking tree? The yellow tree. Let me go into Vons. Because right now, Precision is the only one with 4 different masteries you can go in main masteries. I wouldn't mind it if they went and looked at this and go, hey, let's add the new one, which is called Kaleidoscope. I know it's called Kleptomancy here, but there's another article where they could call it Kaleidoscope. It's in the PBE changes. And then, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Kept Klepto, change it to focus on pot drop, but then have Kaleidoscope for champions that would actually work for that. But no, they're going to completely move Kaleidoscope for now. No, Kleptomancy. I really hope they bring back Kleptomancy with that focus on pots. But the point won't. I have to play Arizona now. I'm not a fucking. That's stupid. That removes his. The Klepto. You bought Klepto on Sona because your main form perk was QO attack. So it made sense to bring Klepto, and then you could get pot drops that help you stay longer in lane. You got ward drops, which was really good as a support. And on top of that, you got gold. Yeah, it was 5 gold per perk, but that stacked up, and it helped you get into your late game, which you need as a Sona a lot more earlier. It changed you a lot more useful earlier on, even if you somewhat fall behind. But then remember that. Yes, I know it's mainly directed at top. What the? Let's just move on. So they're moving ZZ bot. Yep, Omeka, it's really out of date. No one uses it unless you're playing the now dead split pusher. Split. Was it Inting Silent Strat? Yeah, that's it. Raptor Cloak, it was only there to build into ZZ Portal. Revered, that's the crown one, is being updated. That that was a thing. Didn't know. Range versus melee lane. Pretty much, they wanna put emphasis on top being more melee focused again over ranged. Okay. Fighting icons. Stormy is improving. And here's some graphics you don't really care about. And TFT changes that I don't care about because I don't really play TFT until it comes on mobile. Just let it be known the TFT changes are there for those who care about that. They did add tier 7. That's interesting. I would say it has a focus on different elements, I believe. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Fuck it. Experimental max cost range changes. This is. I didn't hear about this. Okay, so right now, if you cast E outside, so let's use the example to give you. Misfortune's E. That's the bullet vein. So she shoots out there, area effect, slows, does magic damage. Pretty much, they're changing it to instead of Misfortune walking to that max range and then casting it, they're changing it so when you cast it, it will just instead of it and it's outside your max casting range, it will just cast within the max casting range. That could be nice. Might be a bit weird to get used to. Oh, of course, there's some lore differences, updates. You know, with Lucian, Fresh, the updated Lucian's voice, all that. Of course, there's some new items here they're adding. I don't want to go for all of it, or this video will just get really fucking long. Let's go into these. Let's go into run changes, because those are, I think, are the most important ones. So Conquerors, instead of getting 5 stacks, you do get true damage. It will stack up to 10, and it will give you 2 stacks at a time. That's if you're melee range, you only get 1 at a time. And that will give you attack, pretty much. Who knows? Oh, and when fully stacked, you heal for 15% of the damage dealt. So it doesn't have true damage anymore. I don't really mind that. be honest, the 2 damage thing kind of made Conquest a little bit OP, to be honest. Especially when new champions came out. Like, when, like, reworked Garen now uses Conquest a lot better. Conqueror's Mordekaiser was quite a dominating strategy in low elo. You know, stuff like that. Nimbus Cloak has been changed to when you cast a summoner spell instead of ultimate and had its movement speed increased. Resolve, here's the resolve changes. So instead of being 70 plus 50%, it's now 35 flat plus 80% of your bonuses. And then damage dealt is now changed to, it's been buffed, but yeah, it's been massively buffed, wow. So it puts a more focus on your, yeah, wow, wow. So yeah, but yeah, again, people who bought Aftershock, like Lysandra, only did it for that massive flat buff you get right there. So by nerfing it to 35, it's not as big anymore. So, but yeah, but bumping it to 80% still allows it to be used by tanks, because tanks not usually just build straight up all those resistances anyway, so that makes sense. Here's Kaleidoscope. Let's not talk about it, and that's all the changes. That's all the changes, right? We can talk about the roadmap, but I don't want to. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about the roadmap. I'll definitely be covering Senna's reveal with a discussion sort of like video. No, let's not cover the roadmap. I'm tired from this. Been a really slow week in news. I'll admit, it's been a very slow week. Apparently there's a new story and that. Who cares? I don't care. But yeah, next PB is not. I mean, PC isn't looking nice, to be honest, especially with Kleptomancy removal. Yeah, I'll live with Eri. Eri was how I originally played, but Eri Sona isn't as powerful. I feel like Sona it will just fall back to that one pick noobs play. Like Kleptomancy Sona had some utility in pro play because Sona ADC was actually kind of popular. In fact, I believe that strategy was double support bot. Don't know why, but you know, that's probably what led to Cloud9 and then NA Dream being absolutely killed before quarterfinals. Like, come on, did he even make it out of group stage? I was really banking on Cloud9 this year, but here we are. NA Dream is dead. But anyway, that's that. Again, as I said, I'm honestly just kind of disappointed in the Kleptomancy change. I really hope in preseason or any time in the future they'll bring back Kleptomancy, but they probably won't. Anyway, if you like what I said and things like that, I do have other content on the channel. You can find me in Twitter if you want. There will be a Ghost Street video coming out next week. I'm just tired right now after reading all that and after finding out the removal of Kleptomancy. Oh, I don't know. I don't. I'm gonna miss you, Kleptomancy. You're fun, but yeah. Maybe I have to change that name soon to be OC's worst Lulu main. And I don't want to be a Lulu main. I love you, Sona, but I don't think I can live on without Klepto. Anyway, thanks for joining, and goodbye.